Good day everyone, Mr. Cargill here with the next AutoCAD video. Now in this video, we're going to look at how we go about completing this drawing right here, drawing number 18. So what this drawing shows is the plan view, the elevation, and the development of a truncated cone. Truncated just means that a piece of it is cut off. In this case, the cut makes an arc. So we're going to need to start with the plan view and then the elevation, then we're going to move to the development. So here it says that in the plan view, we have a circle with a diameter of 60 millimeters. And then for the elevation, this height of our cone is 70. And right at this point here, here's an arc with a radius of 50 that cuts our cone. So let's see how we would go about doing this in AutoCAD. First thing we're going to do is to draw the circle. So I'm going to select circle. My circle is set to center radius. So the diameter is 60. So I'll draw this with a radius of 30 millimeters. Once my circle is drawn, I'm going to need to divide it into 12. So I'm going to come in my construction layer. If you don't know how to create layers in AutoCAD, I have a video that clearly explains how to do this. I'll link it in the description. The next thing we're going to do is to select a line. And from this top quadrant to this lower quadrant here, we'll draw that line. Then we'll draw a line from the left to the right. Then we can click on both these lines, type array, select array polar, then click in the center. Now we have our circle divided into 12. So we're done with the plan view for now, and then we're going to move on to the elevation. So the next thing we're going to do is to bring up some vertical lines. So from here, I'm going to bring a vertical line up to here. And as I always say, once you draw one line, you can then copy it to the different points. So to this division point here, to this point here, that point, to this point here, this point, and that point there. Once we have that, now we can choose a place to start our elevation by just selecting a zero layer or whichever layer you're using as your outline. Then I'm going to just choose a place above the plan view to start. So like here, and draw this line right over here, horizontal line. Now it says that the height of our cone is 70 millimeters. So I'm going to offset by 70, press enter. We're going to bring that up. Now before we do anything else, let's go back into our construction layer. And where these lines that we bring up meet this base of our cone, we're going to bring them to the center here. So we're going to need to change this to a center line. So I'm going to click on this and change it to a center line, like that. So then I'm going to select a line from here. I'm going to bring that up to here, bring it back to this point like this. In construction for now, do the same thing for all the other points, for this point as well. That comes down to here. And also from this point, this goes up and comes back down to here. So now we need a circle, so I'm going to select a circle. And from here, I'm going to draw this circle with a radius of 50. So type 50, enter. Now that circle cuts our cone here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to trim the circle from right at this point beyond the cone and from this point here. Then we can delete the rest of the circle. Now we can highlight this and put it in our outline layer. We will also go back to our outline layer and connect this part here to here. And do the same thing over this side, connect here to here. So when this piece of the cone is cut off, this is now how the cone will look. So now we need to complete the plan view. So the plan view wasn't completed. So here's what we need to do. We need to bring down some lines. So all these lines that we brought up, where they meet the cut, we're going to bring them back down to meet some lines. So let's just use a different color for the lines coming down. Let's use our cyan layer. So from here, I'm going to bring down one vertical line all the way down like this. Then I can copy. I didn't bring it down by any specific length. I just brought it past the plan view. So then I can copy from here. I'll bring it here as well. So I'm just bringing it to the points where this curve, this arc, meets these lines that are going to the top of our cone. So right here is where the arc meets this line. And then the arc meets this line here. And then the arc meets this line right here. Then you have the center line coming down. It meets this line here. It meets this line here. And it meets this one here. There we go. So now what we're going to do to complete our plan view is this. We're going to plot points. So for example, this outer line right here, the line to the extreme right, it meets our center line in our plan view right at this point. So this will be our first point. Then the second line meets this division line here. The third line meets this division line right here, and so on. However, you'll realize that we don't have a point for our center line here. So we need to get that point. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this and explode it. And I'm exploding it so I can change these two lines to center lines. And just extend them out a bit. Like that, and this one as well. There we go. Now to get the point that we need, here's what we're going to do. Let's go back to our construction layer. I'm going to bring a line across from here where the center line meets our arc, right at this point, right here. Bring this line across horizontally, right to the end over here, like that. Then I'm going to bring a line down. I'm just going to use construction. So from here, I'm going to bring this line down to meet the center line. So this line meets the center line right at this perpendicular point. Ensure you're bringing on a vertical line. You can turn on ortho to make sure. Then I'm going to select a circle in construction still. And from the center of my circle, I'm going to draw this circle, and the radius is going to come all the way out to this line that we just brought down. To right at this point. So now, this circle meets our center line here. So that's the point that we need. So we're going to go back to our outline layer. In my case, I'm using my 0 layer. So I'm going to type spline. Then our first point now is going to be right here, where the cyan line meets our center line. Then this next cyan line meets this division line here. The cyan line meets this division line here. Our circle meets the center line here. Then this next division line meets our cyan line here. The next division line meets the cyan line here. And then here as well. Since this is symmetrical, you could stop there and then mirror to get the lower half, but we'll continue. The cyan line meets the division line here. The next one meets the next one here. The circle meets the center line here. This next division line meets the cyan line here. Next division line meets the cyan line here. We come here, press enter. And we're done. So that's our plan view completed. That's our elevation completed. But the cyan lines kind of take away from the drawing. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to go into the cyan layer. Then I'm going to freeze the 0 layer, freeze the construction layer, and also the center layer. And I'm going to highlight these cyan lines, and I'll change them to construction. And then now I can unfreeze all these layers. So it looks better this way. I'm able to see the plan view and the elevation more clearly. And for this line at the top, we'll change this to construction. So the next thing we need to do is to work on the development. So for the development, here it says R equals OA. So this radius is equal to the distance from O to A. So OA is right here. This is the distance from O to A. So we can measure that distance, and then we can draw a circle over here and use that to get our development. Now here we see some lines coming across. We're going to use those lines to get these parts of our development, and you will see how that works. So let's go in our construction layer. We're going to measure the distance from O to A, 76.2. So we're going to select a circle. We're going to draw a circle with a radius of 76.2. There we go. Now in this image, you see some lines coming across like this. This is what we're going to use those lines to do. We're going to bring all those lines across. So from where these slant lines meet our arc, so from here, we're going to bring this line across like that, just to meet the edge of our cone, but I'll just bring it past it a little bit like that. You can turn on ortho to ensure that your lines are horizontal. So from here as well, bring that apart. The center line already came across. From this point, I can bring this across. From this point, I can bring this across. And from this point, I can also bring it across like that. If we want to, this is optional. You can just trim up the excess that you don't need. So I can trim up all of these if I want my drawing to look neater. But this is just personal preference. You don't need to do this. The next thing we're going to do is this. We're going to draw a line from the center of our circle. Let me turn off ortho. You can draw the line at any angle. Doesn't matter. It could be horizontal, vertical, any angle. I'll just bring across a line like that. Then I'm going to select a circle. I'm going to come to my plan view. I'm going to come to one of the division points right here. And then I'm going to draw a circle out to our next division point. So from where this center line meets the circle to this next division point here, right at this point, I'm going to draw that circle. So I'm going to click on this circle, and I'm going to actually move it from here and bring it to this point there. So now where this circle cuts the large circle, that's the point that I need. So I'm going to draw a line from here to here, right at that point. No, we have 12 division lines in our plan view. We're going to need those lines over here to get the different segments in the development. So what we can do is this. I could click on this line and I could mirror along the center like here. Erase source object, I'll click on no. Then I can highlight these two and I can select mirror. And I can mirror like this. Erase source object, no. So now we have 5 lines. So if I highlight 4 of them and then I do a mirror like this and click no, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 segments and we need 12. So let's get 4 more. Let's do this and mirror and see. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have all our segments. So here's what we're going to do now. This first line is OA. So OA is from here to down here. We're going to need to get this distance. The distance from here to here. So we can measure this. We can measure that distance either from here to here, which is 22.6, or we could measure it from over here. That's why I brought across this line and we will get the same 22.6. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to select a line. I'm going to go back in my 0 layer. I'm going to come here. Then I'm going to come to the center. I'm not going to click anything. Then I'm going to type 22.6. And there we have that line. And we're going to continue this process. So we're going to go to measure the distance from the next line. So I have this first one, which is this one here. So I need the second one, which is the one right above it. So that's here, 23.3. I'm going to select a line from here, move my mouse up to here, don't click anything, just type 23.3 and there we go. We continue, measure the distance again, the distance from here to here, 26.4. I'm going to select line from here, move our cursor to here, do 26.4, there we go. Now this is symmetrical, so because it's symmetrical, we only need to do it to halfway. So we need to do 3 more. So we did the first 3, so we did 1, 2, and 3. So let's do this one now. 32.6. So I can select a line. From here, bring my mouse here, type 32.6, enter. Move on to the 5th one, measure again the distance from here to here. This is the 5th one, which is 39.8. Select a line, come here, bring mouse there, bring the mouse here, then type 39.8, enter. Go again, utilities, measure the distance from down here to this point right here now. That's 44.6. We're going to select a line from here, bring this up, and then we're going to type 44.6, enter. Let me just ensure that's the right angle. Okay. So utilities, measure the distance again from the top this time, from up here to down here. That's 46.3. We're going to select a line. This is the middle. Bring this up. So this is 46.3. Enter. So now to finish this, I can just highlight these lines here. All of these, not this one, because this is the middle one. So that one, this one, and so on. Then I can select mirror, and I can mirror along the center here, and click no. So now we get all the other lines. So to finish this, we can just type spline, click on this point here, all our points like this. And when you're doing the spline, you can turn off ortho to make your life easier. All these points to here, to there, to here, there. Click enter. There we have that. So now we need to highlight this portion here. So what we could do is we could trim the circle like that. Trim here. And then we can highlight this and change it to the 0 level. And there we have our development. So that's how you go about doing this drawing. And then if you want to, you can clean up the drawing, but you don't need to. Like this, clean up here, And then we're going to extend the center line out a bit. Just click on ortho, extend it out like this. But this is personal preference. So remember to like, share and subscribe if you found this video useful. Thank you for watching and have yourselves a fantastic day.